Hello, my very most beautiful Cancers. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, my lovelies, we will be doing your January monthly reading. It is a general reading and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So, if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, I do have personals open. Everything that you guys will need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling personals, all of that is in the description box below for you. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my very most beautiful Cancers, please. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Cancer's energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my lovelies, if I can keep these cards in my hands today, we are going to do an element spread for our monthlies. I want to take a look at something a little bit more all-inclusive. So when love comes up, we're totally going to read it, but I want to see all the energies that are at play for you guys for the month of January. So we're going to go ahead and get started and see what's going on for you. We have our air energy, so that's going to be our thoughts and our communication. For our water energy, we have our emotional state, our emotions, and what our intuition is trying to tell us. For our earth energy, we have our what we're trying to ground, what we're trying to make happen, and like what we could be trying to manifest, and what our stability looks like. For our fire energy, we have what we are creating and what we are destroying. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Okay, so it does kind of feel to me that there's something here that you're just not satisfied with, okay? You could be feeling a little bit rejected by something too. This could be by, this could be work, this could be by a person, friend, family member, lover. Just take these energies however they apply for your life. But it does kind of look like to me that you could be either feeling a little bit rejected or kind of wanting to reject something. We have the ace, or we have the magician here as well. So I do feel like you are trying to create, trying to manifest something, especially down here. What you're trying to ground is that Page of Wands, I think a new beginning. So, but it is taking some strength for you, but you're getting there. So this is what you're trying to ground, is a new beginning. I feel like you're trying to turn your back on the past. Whether this is, a past cycle, this could be a bad habit that you're trying to turn your back on. This could be, a way of thinking that you're trying to turn your back on, a friend, family member, lover, maybe a job that you're just not satisfied and you're not happy in anymore, and you're wanting to turn your back onto that. So it could be, this could play out in lots of different areas of your life, but I think either way you want to turn your back on this and have a new beginning. And I do feel like what you're doing this month is creating that inner strength to manifest this, to do this, okay? I really like this. So let's go ahead and see what's going on up here. For your thoughts, we have the Emperor in the reverse. So to me, that could feel like a little bit of a lack of control over this situation. So maybe you feel like, okay, if it's a new job, maybe you're trying to put stuff in, but you feel like you don't have a lot of control over that. You can't make people hire you, after all. Or, if it's a love situation you're trying to make work out, you could feel like you don't have the power in that situation. So there's something here where you're just feeling like it's a little bit out of your hands, okay? We have the Two of Cups energy for your communication, which I do actually really like for communication. The Two of Cups has the Staff of Hermes on it, which does talk about, he's the God of communication. So to me, that is a good sign. It talks about having really good communication with somebody, whether this is a person or just you having a really good communication style, or the Two of Cups doesn't have to necessarily be a lover's. It can just be you and your higher self even. So I just feel like there's something here where communication does look really good. So even though things feel a little bit out of your hands, I do feel like you could use that to your advantage, okay? The communication. Now, I also feel like there could be something here that you are trying to transform. Like I said, you're trying to manifest. You're trying to have a new beginning because you're just not happy with where you're at, feeling very discontented, okay? So with the Death card, I'm seeing it more as, wanting to finally put an end to the past and release it and transform your situation. Even what your intuition is trying to tell you is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is a card of, releasing, letting go of something that you've been holding on to. So there could be like a past mindset or a past experience that could be really hindering you. Maybe you're not taking a certain action or putting yourself out there in a certain way because some past experience where something didn't work out for you. You know, it could be love. Maybe you're choosing not to put yourself out there in a certain way because last time you were in a relationship, it didn't work. Or, you know, maybe you're not applying for certain jobs because you feel like you don't have the experience for it. Or the last time that you did, you know, it didn't go well. There's something like that here where there's something from the past that needs to be released. Or even if it's just a belief, you know, or a belief that you can't do it, a belief that you can't have it. There's something here that just needs to be released. That's what your intuition is trying to tell you. We will be clarifying that in a moment. But I do feel like you're trying to transform yourself, trying to transform this situation. Whatever this is, if it's a relationship you're in and you're trying to make it work, you could feel like it's a little bit out of your hands, but you're doing your best to communicate what you want. You're doing your best to try to transform the situation. You're doing your best to try to let go of, you know, any kind of past hurts or things that have been going on within the connection that are negatively impacting it, so that you guys can have a new beginning. However these energies are playing out for you. But it does kind of look like to me that we have the Fool in the reverse card here. So with this Four of Cups here as well, these efforts that you're putting in, you could feel like they're getting blocked. You could feel like you're not getting anywhere. But you have the Magician right under that. So, I mean, even if it seems like that way, I feel like you are making progress. So I wouldn't give up. Now, for your stability, we have the Fool in the reverse. There is definitely some worries, fears, and anxieties surrounding whatever this situation is for you. It doesn't say that things aren't working out. It just says that you're anxious and worried about it. You know, the Fool in reverse can be hesitant to take any action. He's too scared. He's too worried. He's too anxious. So there could be some kind of action that needs to be taken in order for you to, you know, have this transformation. But you could be finding that here. You could be finding the strength. Because to me, this energy is like, is having these worries, fears, and anxieties, okay? And that makes you hesitant to take action, maybe not sure what to do. Maybe you're going back and forth with things because you're very worried about what action to take. But I do feel like you're finding the strength. That's what you're creating. You're creating the strength to take the action anyways. It's, you know, all about being brave. Being brave does not mean that you're suddenly not afraid or not worried. It just means that even though you are afraid and worried, you're going to do it anyways. You know, that to me is, you know, this is you finding that inner bravery to take whatever action this is that you need to take in order to, you know, have this transformation. You know, this could be even something where you have to let go of some kind of toxic habit, you know, whatever that may be for you, whatever some kind of toxic habit that you're trying to let go of. And you could be having a hard time with that, but it looks like you find that inner strength to push through and do it anyways. And it really does lead to a brand new beginning for you. So I do really like this. And what you're destroying, I feel like, is the Ace of Swords. So to me, I feel like you're gaining clarity and destroying any kind of illusion. So some of you guys could be having, you know, up to this point, having these worries, fears, and anxieties because you feel like these beliefs that you've been holding on to, like, oh, I can't do this. Or the last time I tried to, you know, release this habit, you know, it didn't work out for me. Or the last time I tried to get in a relationship, it didn't go well. You know, last time I asked for a raise, I didn't get it. You know, there's something like that here where there's these past illusions and things that you've been holding on to are really holding you back. And I feel like with this energy, you're shattering those illusions and finally seeing things very clearly. Okay, so it looks like you come into a lot of clarity. It looks like you come into a lot of interpersonal strength, and it really does lead to a major transformation for you. So tell me about this Emperor in the reverse. What is that here for? Seven of Swords. Yeah, so that can be internal things. That can be internal fears. This can be even like some self-sabotaging energies, okay, with that Seven of Swords energy. It does not always mean, or even most of the time, I think, mean lying, cheating, stealing. Sometimes it can be cheating yourself out of something. It can definitely be self-sabotaging energies. But it's also something that just needs to be handled with care. I feel like he is protecting himself. In the traditional deck, he is stealing those swords from the enemy army so they can't use them against him. And he's also carrying them by the tips, which does talk about needing to handle them with care. That is the whole situation. Everything about that situation is a delicate situation. So I do feel like maybe you've been dealing with some kind of delicate situation, some kind of delicate relationship, or even your emotions could be at a very delicate place. They need to be handled with care. But I feel like you could be allowing some internal fears to kind of get in the way. So you could be feeling like a lack of control. You could be feeling like a lack of power, like things are out of your hands. But with this energy, I feel like things are more in your control. Things are more in your hands than you're believing here. This could be a self-deception. So I feel like things are more in your control than you believe. You have more power than you think with that energy. Tell me about the Two of Cups. So you have 2 7s in a row, and to me 7 and 7, those do represent internal things. So we have the 7 of Pentacles here and the 2 of Cups. So that could be over analyzing. That could be, you know, thinking about where you want to invest your energy into. So you could be communicating with somebody what kind of work you're willing to put in, what kind of investing you're willing to do. Even so much as you know, sometimes the 7 of Pentacles can basically just be asking, is it worth it? You know, is the outcome worth, you know, the work? Is it worth the effort that it's going to take to get it? I feel like you're communicating, you know, to somebody that you think that this is worth it. So, or that you think you're worth it, you know, something like that here. Tell me about this Death card. Why is the Death card here at the 5 of Cups? So there could have been something like you're grieving here. We got some kind of something that you really wanted that maybe didn't work out with the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups here. To me, that makes the 9 of Cups, which is some kind of wish. So there could be, and it can also be feeling just very unsatisfied if it's in the reverse. So to me, you know, you could be very unhappy, very unsatisfied. Something maybe didn't work the way you wanted it to, or isn't going the way that you want it to. And you're trying to transform that connection, or you're trying to transform whatever that situation is. The Queen of Cups, and you could, you know, be in your emotions about it. You could be having a hard time dealing with that disappointment while trying to transform it. But I feel like if you can let go of this disappointment, that 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, that very well could be what you need to let go of. If you can let go of, you know, the longing for what was and the longing for of what could have been, and you know, the 5 of Cups can talk about just needing to be grateful. If you can let go of, you know, those disappointments and things, I feel like you'll be able to transform the connection. But there's some past disappointments and hurts or things that you're holding on to, and it's making it hard to, you know, to let something new and positive come in when you're in a negative state. So tell me about this Page of Wands. The King of Wands. So there's a lot of progression going from the Page to the Kings. So it's almost like once you release the negativity and stop holding yourself back, realizing that you have a lot more power in this situation than you believe. Once you're able to let go of that, things are going to progress in a fast, very, you know, big way, going from a Page right to the King. You're going to get everything that you want here. You're going to find that inner strength, and I feel like you do find that inner strength to release that and to be more positive. And it really does bring a major change in for you. Tell me about this Fool in the reverse. Page of Pentacles, some positive news as well. So I do feel like you are going to be able to take a step here, and I feel like it's because you are finding the strength. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. Yeah, the 2 of Swords. So you're breaking free of that lack of clarity, of the illusions. You're able to see things for what they are by the end of the month. You're able to release a lot of negativity and transform, you know, this situation that you've been feeling like you didn't have any power in. By the end of the month, you realize you have all of the power. Okay, so this is a really powerful reading for you guys. I really do like this. If it resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Everything that you guys are going to need to know about this reading or about scheduling personals, all of that's in the description box below for you. So if you guys like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, guys, and as always, if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light. Until next time.